Hiya, Holly here, and thank you for joining me today. So I wanted to share a short video that will basically take you through a basic sun salutation. So I really encourage people to roll out their mat and do sun salutations every morning, 8 rounds at 8, and it's a really lovely way to encourage the whole family to get involved, whether you've got your kids or your pets or whatever may be jumping around, but we want to make it really inclusive. And it's a simple practice, an ancient practice, the sun salutations, a sequence of poses that you can marry with your breath and just try and incorporate it into every day, whether it's first thing in the morning or maybe any time of the day. But the idea is that you come back to this and you just keep developing on it and you enjoy it. That's the main thing. So I want to just talk you through a couple of rounds, and maybe this becomes something daily, or you then encourages you to roll out your mat and do a longer practice each day. So standing nice and tall at the top of your mat, and we come into what's known as mountain pose, Tadasana. So opening the hands out beside you, your fingertips spread nice and wide, and your feet maybe roughly about hip distance apart, or wherever you feel comfortable standing naturally. And just take a moment to check in with your posture, the way that you're standing. If you tend to sort of hunch forwards, which is quite common whilst we're on our devices a lot, just check in there. Can you spread through your toes a little bit more? Can you stand a little bit more equally balanced on your feet? Can you lift up through the fronts of your thighs and engage through your glutes a bit, these big muscle groups to help really support you in your posture? Engaging through those core muscles and allowing the shoulders to rotate backwards externally. Let the palms open out. And then almost imagine there's a piece of string that's lifting you up high towards the sky. So you're rooted through your feet, but lengthening up also towards the sky. And then maybe if it feels good to, just let the eyes begin to close or soften that gaze. Check in with that posture. So are you standing tall? Can you engage those muscles again a little bit more? Maybe you notice a little wobble or a sway, and that's fine as well. Just trying to observe, notice. No need to fix or anything, but just try and observe, be where you're at. Taking a couple of deep breaths. So we inhale through the nose, let the breath travel up through the spine. And then we'll exhale through the nose as well. Let's take one more together, a breath in through the nose. And a breath out. Good, let's move very slowly together. So we'll take the hands to a prayer. And we'll take a breath in as we stretch the hands up high to the sky. So you really wake up the body, that full body stretch up. And then we exhale, we hinge at the hips, and you can bend the knees here, particularly if you're tight in the hamstrings or the lower back, bending at the knees. Bring the hands to the earth, or again, if it's easier, to the shins. We take a breath in and we lengthen the heart forwards to a long flat back. And then exhale, let the hands come to the floor. And if you can, you step into a plank. Now, if that's a bit challenging, you can bring the knees straight down, that's fine. If you're in plank there, inhale, engage through those glutes, press away from the ground. And then we exhale, let's lower knees, keeping the spine nice and long, and lower to our belly. We're going to reach the toes away. We're going to hug the pelvis down and hug those elbows back as you inhale to a baby cobra. And then exhale, let your weight shift back into the toes now as we arrive in our first downward facing dog. And we'll take 2 breaths here. So spread through the fingertips, breathe in. And maybe take a bend in the knees as you breathe out. One more breath in. And out. Good. From there, you can either drop the knees down, or you can start to step your feet to the top end of your mat. We take a breath in as we lift the gaze. You really intend to extend that heart forwards. And then exhale, folding. I'm bending my knees and allowing my tummy to rest towards my thighs. And then you can inhale, dive those hands forwards, bending at the knees. as you reach up to the sky. Let's take a second round together. Exhale, fold all the way down to the ground. Again, maybe fingertips to the floor, maybe to the shins. As you inhale, press the heart forwards. Encourage that space in the heart. And then exhale, again, option to drop knees or you step into your plank. We take a breath in, hug in through the tummy, the glutes engaged. And then exhale, we can lower the knees, or if you're feeling warm or it's in your practice, you may already be familiar with your chaturanga. You lower through that plank, keep the elbows hugged in. Then we inhale, roll up over the toes. I'm off my thighs in upward facing dog. And then exhale, all back into downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Try and soften through the knees if need be to really encourage length into the spine. So rather than hunching over the shoulders, the legs dead straight, more important that you have a slight bend in the knees and lots of space into the spine. Let's take one breath in here and out. And then again, we look forwards, maybe the knees come down, or you tiptoe your feet through as we inhale to lift the gaze, the heart. And exhale, fold over your thighs. From here, I've got another variation that I like to use to come up. I reach my arms out like wings. I press through the feet, I engage through my core, and I inhale, rise up with lots of energy as I lift up. And then hands into the heart, exhale. And breathe. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe you're ready, quite a bit of energy boost there, the heart really pumping. That's just 2 rounds we've done there. So feel free to now continue. Take a load more, do as many as you feel comfortable with, or just take it steady, take it slow, and each day progress. But enjoy, and if you can, follow us over at The Wellness Works online at Instagram, and you can join us for the month of February. Thank you.